The concept of overselling parking is something that a parking professional can really help someone that doesn't know a whole lot about parking to better maximize their assets. I'll give you an example. In the city of Manchester, New Hampshire, where I am from, economic development in what's called the Mill Yard had basically stopped because the city had, which controlled about 1,500 parking spaces around the area, had stopped selling parking permits. As a result, economic development stopped as well because the buildings did not have enough parking to be able to accommodate their own needs themselves. So once they brought in a parking manager, what we did was we looked at, do we really need to spend $20 million on building a new parking garage, or is there a better way we can manage these parking spaces? So what we did was we did space counts. And what we figured out was that 33%, or about 500 of those 1,500 parking spaces, were open during peak hours. So what that meant was we didn't have to spend $20 million building a parking garage. And we just reallocated how we issued our permits. We started selling permits again, and economic development picked up pretty much immediately. And that's something that a parking professional can bring to the table when you're talking about how to best manage your parking spaces. It's not a one-for-one. You're never going to sell 1,000 parking permits for 1,000 spaces and not have any open spaces. So a parking professional can determine how much you can oversell your parking spaces by and whether or not you actually have enough parking assets to support the building or the operation that you have. So it worked out well, but it wouldn't have happened had they not brought in a parking professional to take a look at the situation.